We want to get back to that ruling coming down just within minutes ago. The judge has stayed the order. Again, this is all over the troops being deployed there to L.A. during those anti-aid protests.
Yeah, let's get back out to Steve Large in San Francisco with the very latest. Hey, Steve.
To get into this building to talk to Governor Gavin Newsom responding to this order, a temporary restraining order granted. Also, the judge saying that the National Guard needs to be taken back into the control of the governor's office by noon tomorrow. So that's all new just in the last 15 minutes or so that judge ruling has come down. I was inside the courtroom earlier today, the judge talking about, as we wait to get inside and have an opportunity to listen to the governor speak about this, the judge really laying this out in plain English, saying that he was really looking at a very specific part of this case, that part of the case having to do with whether or not President Trump followed the rule of law by issuing the order. That particular law that he was following said that he needed to go through the governor's office. The governor had to authorize the National Guard being put into the control of the federal government. President Trump's attorneys said that he did follow the law. The governor's attorney said that he did not. The judge clearly siding on the law, siding on the side of the governor's office in this particular case. A couple of other colorful things in the courtroom. The judge also saying that we live in a country that's in response to a monarchy, not in a monarchy. He also said that this is a country that champions freedom of speech. So those are some of the tea leaves that he laid out inside the courtroom. We had a recess, and again, just here in this hour, the judge's ruling coming down that the National Guard must be returned to the control of the governor's office.
I mean, what a day there, Steve. I know you've been running in and out of that courtroom right there, trying to get us this information. But that is, I mean, the clearest picture that we have right now, that judge ruling that this control of the California National Guard needs to be returned to Governor Newsom. Of course, we know you're going to stay there, track it for you. We'll let you get back inside there from that San Francisco courtroom. Thanks so much, Steve.